Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Also, Happy New Year! I know I'm a little late to the game, but it's been a hectic few weeks, all with the holidays, and then I took a vacation for a week, and then I came back and I had to catch up on all the work. And I know what you're probably thinking. Colin's taking a vacation at a time like this? How irresponsible. But before we make any assumptions, let me just say that this was probably one of the safest vacations I've ever taken, at least in terms of COVID. It was me and 5 other people, and we all got tested for COVID before we went and got this Airbnb all together. And this Airbnb was out in the countryside, so we were far away from anybody else. Sounds nice, right? And it was all very nice, but oh boy, let me tell you, it was also an adventure. So let me set the scene. My friend Megan invited me to go on vacation with her and some of her friends and get an Airbnb to celebrate the new year. She was in my last video. Now this place was out in the countryside, and for the sake of anonymity, let's just say it was in a place called Ghettoburg. So anyway, I hopped in the plane at LAX with a dream and a cardigan and hightailed it to Ghettoburg a few days before New Year's with Megan and co. And at first, I was a little bit nervous because 2 out of the 5 people that were gonna be there, I hadn't met yet. These were all Megan's friends. What with me being the shy guy that I am. But the car ride there was fun because it was with the 4 of us that I actually did know. And it was a long car ride. This was like 4 hours away. And of course, we stopped right before we got there. We had to go to the liquor store and stock up on groceries ahead of time. And we were driving, doing our thing, driving. And as we were going along, there were fewer and fewer houses. And then we started to realize just how deep in the countryside we actually were. And of course, this is coming from someone who lives in New York City. So Nassau is the country to me, but this was like deep woods. And my grandmother lives in Allegheny County, North Carolina, so I'm used to going to the countryside every once in a while, but this was middle of nowhere. We were in the boonies. But anyway, we get there, and the house is actually a lot nicer than I thought it was gonna be. And I got to meet the 2 other people that I didn't know, and they were actually super duper cool. And in my head, I was like, this is gonna be the tits. It was a bunch of 20-something-year-olds hanging out in the woods, unsupervised. What could go wrong? And the best part was that this house had a hot tub. And for me, that's incredible because I haven't been in a hot tub in years. Because I live in New York City and we don't have room for anything nice like that. So we spend the first 3 or 4 days together, drinking, hanging out, going in the hot tub, playing games, getting to know each other, and just, overall, pretty basic shenanigans. We were telling stories, just doing hot girl shit. After a couple days though, we noticed that every time we got out of the hot tub, we would be covered in a film of some sort. I would get out of the hot tub and I would feel a little oily, a little greasy, a little tacky, more than usual too. And then I started getting zits all over my neck, where the water was touching, and it was not a good look. And on the 4th day, God said, let the water be green. Anyway, on the 4th day, we woke up and that water was green. And I'm not talking about ooh, we just put some fancy bath salts in the water and it's minty fresh now, it's luxurious. No, this was green as in Shrek came in and took a bath in there after not showering for 4 to 6 months. This shit was green. I don't even have footage of it because I don't want to think about putting my body in that water. It was so gross. Suffice to say, after that point, we didn't go back in the hot tub. I think the last time was actually on New Year's Eve, or maybe the day after that or something, but the last time we went in was right after we did a polar plunge. And it wasn't a true polar plunge per se, but there was a creek behind the house, which is actually really cute during the day, and it was just deep enough for us to take a squat and go in.
I'm gonna lose my shoes.
Colin, where you at? Colin, you here? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh!
Dip your bottom.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And I barely remember the rest of that night, if you catch my drift. But on the last day, we were all getting our stuff together, packing up, clearing out the cabinets of all the groceries and eating as much as we could and throwing away the rest of it that was perishable. And a few of us, myself included, realized that we were covered in small red bumps, all over. And we started to freak out a little bit. Now, Mosquitoes love me. I know what a bug bite looks like. And this did not look like a mosquito bite. It did, however, look like a bug bite. And after doing some online research, we think that this house might have had an infestation of bed bugs. We thought it actually might have just been one of the rooms because there were only 3 of us who had these bug bites on us, and we all had contact with this one room. So when I got back home, I took all the stuff that I had with me and I put it in garbage bags and I put that shit outside. Just to be safe, I didn't want to bring a bug home and then have my own infestation of bed bugs. But then my dad thought those garbage bags with all my stuff in it was actual trash, and he put it on the curb for pickup. But that was last week, and since then I've replaced most of my stuff. And we thought 2021 was gonna be a lot better than 2020. Anyway, that was my New Year's adventure story. I thought my New Year's Eve was gonna be a lot different than what it was. It was fun. Did I wish more things happened than actually happened? Maybe, but all in all, it was an okay time. I hope your year started off a lot better than mine. I'm personally gonna have to do a vibe check with 2021 because we are not having a repeat of 2020, and I just need to get my life together. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. I need another one of these.